And also, I'm gonna run it back. I did a video on this, but I'm gonna run it back with Youngboy's thing about Atlantic. As a matter of fact, because I did a video on it, I'm not gonna like do it in info style. I'm gonna just like do my overall take. So yeah. So here are the tweets. Here are the tweets right here. I want to say this: Meek Mill and NBA Youngboy are in similar places in their career, but one is going that way and one's going that way. All right. The common theme about what both of them did was basically show that they want to get off the record label, but for different reasons. So, who do you want me to explain first? I explain Meek's situation first. All right. I'll bring another similarity into this. Both of them are upset about dropping music. Now, let me ask you a question. Why is dropping music such a big thing for these artists on Atlantic? First of all, Atlantic has a really stacked roster. They have all the hot rappers for the most part. Remember, they got Meek, they got Roddy, Kodak, A Boogie, I say Roddy, Richard. They got a lot. Let me say this to y'all. Because Youngboy was kind of like pretty much saying that the label wasn't too thrilled that he. The label doesn't want either of them to drop. Now, here's the thing. Youngboy drops anyway. The reason why Youngboy's mad at Atlantic is, and let's see if we can count it. NBA Youngboy. I seen some wild stat about the number of records albums he put out. Let's just go to here. Discography, okay? Let's look since 2017. How many projects has he put out since 2017? Okay, 2017, AI Youngboy. Then he released Ain't Too Long, like pretty much like 2 months later. I don't even know some of these joints. What the fuck? Mastered The Day of Judgment. Are these tapes for real? That's 3. Decided. That's 4. Realer. I know Realer. 5. AI Youngboy. 6. Still Flexing, Still Stepping. 7. 38 Baby 2. 8. Until I Return. 9. Colors. 10. Let's look at collaborative tapes too. Fed Baby. 11. 12. 13. 14. That's what with Birdman, right? Okay. We're going to get to the EPs, but then let's go to his albums. Until Death Call My Name. What we at? We have 14? 15, 16, 17. Okay? And we won't even count the extended plays. Bro, for an artist to drop motherfucking in 4 to 5 years, 18 projects is absurd. Atlantic's making a killing off Youngboy. But of course, the greatest thing they do is they only called 3 of them an album. Look. Only 3 of them are called studio albums. Now, in recording contracts, this is how it works. And this is why Youngboy fucks himself over. But Youngboy is one of the artists who I like how he does shit. Because even though he does complain about Atlantic, Youngboy doesn't go cold while waiting on the label. That's why he be mad at Atlantic a lot. Because in an artist contract, and I'm saying that he signed to APG when he just came in. I've seen an APG contract, a standard contract, right? It says this: you're supposed to provide a studio album per year, and the label at its discretion can not force you, but basically have you turn in or count for each year a project to be a mixtape. So basically, they're saying you got to do 2. So for you to complete the album requirement, usually it's 2. Also, they say you have to. They say this requirement is for once every calendar year, right? So if you want to drop 5 projects in a year, it's only going to be 1 album. They have their reasons like, well, we got to fully recoup. We're gonna run through the budget, then try to recoup. It's gonna take months. It doesn't happen on a couple space of a week. Youngboy has gotten his fans so used to so many projects that he's exceeded what his contract is. From what I hear, his contract's like 4. I thought it was. I think he's saying it's 3 and an option, which is 4 albums. I thought it was 5 albums. Okay, Youngboy's dropped way more than 5 projects. Now, why is he dropping those projects? Because that's his way of staying hot. He feeds the streets. Now, he could have got bitchy and be like, well, if they're not going to count one of these to my motherfucking album requirement, I'm not dropping. He would have had a really hard time. Also, what was I saying? I'm sorry, shit. Yeah. Oh, he said, I'm not dropping. Yeah, so basically he could be like, I'm not dropping any music until y'all count to my album requirement. They're going to say, well, nigga, we told you only drop once a year. In the contract, it tells these artists we only need 1 a year. 1 album. It tells you other shit could be used as mixtapes, which don't complete the album if you drop it as mixtape. So Youngboy, he's gained popularity by just dropping music. Now when he's clouded, he's like his manager or whoever his lawyer is like, yo, they're trying to renegotiate with Atlantic, who probably wants him to stay, and I think he's trying to leave. He's like, yo, I completed this requirement a long time ago. Like, yo, let's negotiate this and third. They're probably looking at him like, nope, nigga, like, we didn't tell you to drop all these projects. So when Meek says he can't drop music, that's not true. He could drop music, it just won't count. So all these Youngboy projects like Colors is not counted as an album. Like, does Atlantic still get paid from it? Yes. Does Youngboy still get paid from it eventually? Yes. But it's not an album. So this is Youngboy's strategy. He's worked for him really well. He turns shit around fast. Let's talk about Meek Mill. Meek Mill's an aging artist. He don't want to drop 3 mixtapes to get hot, which, by the way, ironically, he just told Roddy Ricch the same advice I'm about to tell him. He talked about being blackballed. The label ain't blackball no Meek Mill. You know, like, just like 21 Savage had told me in one of our, like, you know, Modeling My Shoes episodes. Why the fuck would the label blackball you when they make money when you make money? If I have you signed to me, why wouldn't I want you to win? When you make money, I make money. So that whole thing about like so-and-so blackballed, no. The point is this. Meek has one more album on Atlantic. And he's realizing, and this is kind of what I heard, Meek wanted to drop another project quickly to get the taste of what he did on that album out people's mouths. They said, oh yeah, you could drop it, but it's a mixtape. At this point in his career, especially with him contemplating leaving, he don't want to do a mixtape. He want to do an album to get out of the deal, but the label is saying, no, you don't have to give us an album until was it August or whatever the case is? He said some month. And we're fine with it. So the whole point of what I'm saying is like, yo, listen. The labels are pimps. And they're nice with their game. This is what I'm going to tell you how they're nice with their game. Both of these niggas, they just make sure you can't get to the final album. That was a mixtape. That was this. That was that. You didn't finish your contract. Except it works for Youngboy because the more he puts out music, the hotter he gets. Meek, a veteran artist, would feel disrespected if he still got to put out music to kind of, quote unquote, heat it up. So he just blames the label. Oh, the label got me blackballed. Why would they do such a thing if they're making money with you? I don't think it's the labels being shiesty. It's these motherfuckers realizing what the labels are. Whether it's Meek is like, oh shit, they ain't do enough. Bro, you know when you was on fire, when you were with Nicki, or when you just came out and like you squashed the beef with Drake, the label didn't have to do anything. So they didn't do anything less than they did last time. You are just in a place in your career where like it just doesn't work as well. Because Atlantic treating artists like hoes? No, they're trying to tell them to finish up your contract, bro. Somebody said Youngboy is crying about being blackballed. Youngboy's not blackballed. Now Youngboy's artist is blackballed. When Youngboy drops, he's a cover of Spotify. He's fucking getting good playlists. He's not blackballed. Youngboy's artists, though, any of them, from what I've heard, any of those NBA, artists, they're not getting much of anything. See, Youngboy is so hot, like his fan base is gonna force people to fuck with him. Everybody else is like, nah. Will Dirk outsell Sincerely Kentrell? I think he should do over 150. I'm so fucking tired. What about No Cap? Yeah, I think he's blackballed to a certain extent, bro. Why does Youngboy barely get any radio play? Because his music don't do good on radio. Like, bro, like what type of question is that? Youngboy makes music for 15-year-olds to 20-year-olds. Radio is a platform that's listened to by 35-year-olds. It's like saying, why does a bunch of 40-year-olds don't want to listen to Youngboy? Come on. Do I got a Malcolm X hat on? Yeah. I just bought this. Yo, Youngboy is not blackball, bro. Just everybody around him is blackball. That's a fact. So are niggas not listening to Dirk too if he dissing ops? Nigga, Dirk gonna be dissing niggas left, right, and center on his new project. I could tell. See what people are trying to do to the drill movement now. They're trying to woke of that without the woke shit existing. So people just used to act like that shit was just normal or didn't want to say nothing about it. So I said, yo, my interview with Hassan Khan was classic. Keep it up, bro. Yo, I wanted to talk to somebody who was a little bit different, who's, I know we talk about music a lot, but like I wanted to talk to somebody with a different opinion and shit. The nigga's he's different. He's kind of controversial. He told me I was the first one to